When things aren't going well, people try to cheer themselves up by saying, hey, at least we have this. That's what Jabari Brown was for Missouri basketball fans this season, a pick-me-up. But when next year rolls around, and if it's a similar season, fans might need to look for someone new. Brown announced yesterday that he will be entering his name in the 2014 NBA Draft. He will receive feedback on his possible draft position and can sign with an agent, but the first-team All-SEC guard has until April 15th to withdraw his name from the draft and return for his senior season. The Oakland native did lead the SEC in scoring this past year. If Brown does leave, then the Tigers would lose their top 3 scorers from this past season. Brown led the team with 698 points, while Clarkson, who also declared for the draft, came in second with 612 points, and Ernest Ross finished third with 491. That means these 3 combined to score 71% of Mizzou's points for the entire year. The highest returning scorers after these 3 for next season would be Jonathan Williams III and Ryan Rossberg. Now, if the Royals want to win their division titles for the first time since 1985, the Detroit Tigers will likely be in their way. Kansas City lost to Detroit on opening day and was looking to rebound for its first win of the year. But 2 familiar faces to mid-Missouri stood in the way of that: former Mizzou Tigers Max Scherzer and Ian Kinsler. Scherzer was looking to pick up where he left off after winning the American League Cy Young last year. The game would be scoreless until the bottom of the 4th when Kinsler rocks a solo shot into left center. He makes it 1-0. That was Kinsler's first hit as a Tiger. I'd say it's a pretty good start. Going into the top of the 8th, still 1-0, and Max Scherzer gets Lorenzo Cain looking. He pitched 8 scoreless innings with 7 strikeouts on the day. Going into the top of the 9th, bases loaded for Alex Gordon, and he hits a clutch sacrifice fly to tie it up for the Royals, and we're going to extra innings. Now, the Tigers beat Kansas City the first time on opening day with a walk-off. This time, can Ian Kinsler be the hero? Let's see. He represents for all of his Tiger kin from Mizzou to Detroit as the Tigers beat Kansas City 2-1, and the Royals will try to avoid the sweep today at noon. Now, the Cardinals and Reds were delayed for 2.5 hours due to rain, but the batters were kind of delayed to hit, as in the bottom of the 6th, Michael Wacha gets the strikeout. He had 7 Ks on the day and only gave up 3 hits in 6 innings. Top of the 7th, runners on first and second, but Tony Cingrani gets Matt Adams for the clutch strikeout. He had 9 Ks on the day. Top of the 8th, St. Louis threatening again with runners on second and third, but a bloop single is caught by Zach Kozar. Watch this sensational catch. Great extension, great jump. He saves a run from scoring. Going into the bottom of the 9th, Chris Heisey, walk-off single for the Reds. They take this one 1-0, and the rubber match between these 2 teams will be today at 11:35. The 16th ranked Missouri softball team travels to Starksville, Mississippi for a 3-game series with Mississippi State this weekend. The Tigers and Bulldogs are both below 500 in SEC play, with Mizzou at 4-5 and Mississippi State at 2-7. The Tigers did win their first SEC series of the season last weekend, taking 2 of 3 from Georgia. They had lost conference series to Texas A&M and Kentucky earlier in the year, but are feeling better now going into the weekend.
It's probably the most confidence we've had this year, I'd say.
We can play with and beat anybody in the nation if we play our game.
That's going to do it for sports. We're back after this.